Throughout my thousands of hours playing video games, I've always loved to learn every aspect of basically every title I've played, which years later seems to finally come in handy. I've found that Nintendo games in particular are jam-packed full of discoverable content, which include hidden areas, unlockable features, and some hilarious Easter eggs. This knowledge led me into wanting to create today's video about the best secrets in every Nintendo franchise. I'll try my hardest to go over an iconic secret or two from each series, but if I can't find one or I think there's one that's lacking in one, I'll explain that too. Oh yeah, before I get started, my name is Copycat, and if you haven't yet then please subscribe to my channel, and hit that bell button to stay notified when I upload new videos. The first Nintendo franchise we're going to look at in this video is Mario's, who really is the company's flagship character, debuting alongside their first home console, the NES in 1985. When it comes to secrets, other than the warp pipes from the original game of course, there's one that's an instant classic in reaching the top of Peach's castle in Super Mario 64. Although there is a glitched way to reach this area earlier than intended, you actually need to collect the game's 120 stars, which will open up a cannon in the castle's courtyard. Once you use it to get to the roof, you will see Yoshi, who will give you a message from the game's creator Shigeru Miyamoto, and 100 lives. Hilariously, there's actually an error in the message where he says it instead of is. Just take a look. Years later, the secret was paid homage to in Super Mario Odyssey, as in that game's Mushroom Kingdom, you can find Yoshi once again sitting on top of the castle's roof. This time things are a bit different, as you can actually now capture him and use him to your advantage. The next major franchise to be released by Nintendo is Metroid, that came out for the NES in 1986. This first entry has a few very secretive endings, where if you finish the game in specific ways, then Samus will appear in different outfits. The first is essentially Zero Suit Samus, named in this game the Justin Bailey suit, due to it being the password you have to enter to instantly get it. Otherwise, you need to press start during the end credits, then you'll be in this form during your next playthrough. However, there's an even more secretive ending that's only unlocked if you complete the game in under an hour. This reveals the somewhat inappropriate Bikini Samus. You can actually play through the game in this outfit, and it is just meant to be a bit of an Easter egg, even if it's a bit out of place. Probably my favorite Nintendo franchise has to be The Legend of Zelda, which has many cool secrets to choose from, but there's one memorable one from A Link to the Past for the SNES called the Chris Houlihan Room. This is a strange place in the game where you can't access it in any normal way, as it's only used as an error room in case Link's coordinates get messed up when you enter a new area. Why it's called the Chris Houlihan Room is because on a wall there's a plaque that reads, "My name is Chris Houlihan. This is my top secret room. Keep it between us, okay?" Allegedly, the room's origin's name stems from a Nintendo Power contest where the winner will receive their very own Easter egg in the game, and apparently the winner was Chris, although there's no explicit confirmation about that other than the room's existence. You'll either come across this room full of rupees by accident through your playthrough, or you can use a bomb to force you into a new area, which will glitch the game and send you there. The next franchise we're going to look at is Donkey Kong's, where the best secrets from the series all come from the original 3 country titles that were released for the SNES. One of the most iconic are the various cheat codes that you can perform by inputting the right button combination, which will force some pretty crazy things to happen. This includes gaining extra lives, unlocking harder game modes that remove DK barrels, and breaking the 2-player co-op so that players can take control at any time to troll each other. I was a huge fan of the original trilogy of games, and in discovering the internet back in the day, this led me to messing around with a lot of these cheats. However, there's actually a better secret than the cheat codes that can be found in DK Country 2, Diddy Kong's Quest, where if you pull off a series of specific maneuvers, then you can gain every single Krem coin right away in the game's first level. To do this, enter K. Rool's cabin but leave immediately without collecting the balloon in the middle. Next, head right, jumping over the first 2 bananas you see, only collecting the bunch on top of the barrels. Then, what you need to do is head back to the cabin. This time, collect the balloon and repeat the process. And when you return, there'll be a floating creme coin you can collect that will gain you every single one in the game. The next franchise we're going to look at is Kirbys, that has one secret that spans across almost every single platforming title in the series in the hidden HAL rooms. Every single game longtime Kirby director Shinya Kumazaki has been a part of includes these incredibly hard to find areas, where the letters H, A, and L are spelled out in star blocks, which is in direct reference of the company HAL Laboratories who develops the titles. To get to these rooms, you need to trigger something specific in the levels they're found in, or you have to find the extremely hidden entrance in a place where quite honestly you least expect. Here you'll find tons of goodies like copy essences and items that will greatly help you along your adventure, and it's necessary to find them to fully 100% the game. Up next, we're going to talk about Wario, but instead of focusing on a secret from a specific title, I want to focus on the secretive part of the character's backstory, most specifically, his little known origins. Wario's very first appearance was in Super Mario Land 2, the 6 golden coins for the Game Boy, and he was created solely to be Mario's nemesis, but was given no backstory, only knowing that he took over Mario's castle at the beginning of the game. Other than Super Mario 64 DS, Wario doesn't show up in any other Super Mario Bros. Entries, receiving his own series in a sort of sequel to the Super Mario Land 2 game, Wario Land. Even though there's over 20 unique games in his series, Nintendo has never once really explained his backstory, with them only saying that the Japanese word warui means bad, meaning he was essentially created as Mario's dark opposite. However, there apparently was a special Nintendo Power issue that was released only in Germany containing a comic that reveals exactly how Wario was created. According to the story, there was a mad scientist who experimented on Mario and accidentally created his evil clone. This makes his existence make a bit more sense, although I do wish they would address it eventually in the games. Up next in this video is Nintendo's kid-friendly Yoshi franchise that has one secret that comes to mind in Super Mario World 2, Yoshi's Island's hidden mini-battles. The only way to get them to appear is by inputting a code on the level select screen, which includes holding select, then pressing X, X, Y, B, and A. This will unlock 4 unique mini-games which include throwing balloons between you and the computer or a friend, done by inputting the right combination, popping balloons by ground pounding them, trying to find the one with the star in it, Speed Spit, where you have to fire watermelon seeds at each other, and Coin Collector, which is pretty self-explanatory. These extra bonus minigames are a great surprise, and a bit of extra content for fans, even if it is a bit obscure and way too secretive to unlock them. One thing I've always loved about the rail shoot-'em-up Star Fox franchise are the intricate alternative pathways that are found pretty much in every entry in the series. When I first received Star Fox 64 for Christmas as a young boy, I remember spending hours trying to find each and every route, where some of the requirements for a few of them were a bit harder to figure out than others. The map showing the split pathways seemed daunting at times with no guide, and when I finally found out about gaming walkthrough websites, it helped me tremendously. I can't even imagine trying to fully 100% a game like this with an insane amount of secrets without a guide, and I definitely give respect to those gamers who grew up without using the internet. Next up in this video is the massively popular Pokemon franchise, where there are 2 secrets that instantly come to mind, both of which can be found in the original set of games. The first is the duplication glitch, which multiplies the item in the 6th slot of your bag if you perform a few tasks. To start, you have to talk to the old man in Lavender Town who teaches you how to catch Pokemon. After fully watching his tutorial, you then need to fly to Cinnabar Island and surf up and down its eastern shore. If you did it right, then some very glitched Pokemon will appear, including the mysterious Missing No that just looks like a tower of pixels. Once you either kill or run away from this Pokemon, the item will for some reason duplicate, making it easy to level up with mini rare candies or easily catch Pokemon with your stack of Master Balls. The second secret from this original series that's become iconic is finding and capturing Mew, which can be done by using a glitch, or if you're lucky, You received it from Nintendo at a Pokemon event. The glitch way involves going to Route 8, near the underground path, standing in front of the door. Next, you need to walk one step downwards, then immediately press start in the exact same moment the trainer sees you and wants to fight you. If you did it right, you can actually fly away to Cerulean City, somehow avoiding the fight, which corrupts the game. Next, walk north of Nugget Bridge, ensuring you stay near the very top of the screen once you reach Route 24. If you're in the right position, then you'll trigger the youngster trainer fight, where you just need to defeat his Slowpoke, then fly to Lavender Town. If you're too close to him, then the game will actually softlock and you'll have to restart the system to fix it. If you did everything right, then you'll arrive in Lavender Town, where you just need to head towards Route 8, where Mew will randomly appear. What's crazy about this Pokemon's appearance is that it's not technically a glitched Pokemon, and Nintendo would actually give it out at different events by putting your cartridge in a Game Shark-like device. Weird. The next franchise I want to talk about in this video is Animal Crossing, where there's one secret exploit in the newest New Horizons Switch game that can drastically change the way you gain bells. This is the time travel secret / exploit, which is definitely more glamorous than it sounds, as it really only involves changing the date on your Nintendo Switch. This leads into what's called the turnip selling cheat, which involves getting a friend to tell you when their turnip prices to sell are very high, so that you can change the date to the previous Sunday and buy a ton of turnips. You then just need to go straight to your friend's island and sell every single one you have to make some serious dough. Of course, some players look down on this method of making money, but if you've gotten bored and just want to mess around in the game, then it can be fun. The next franchise I want to look at is the Luigis Mansion trilogy of games, where the third installment had a series of secret movie Easter eggs scattered throughout the hotel. Of course, the main standout is the Overlook Hotel comparison from The Shining, with it being haunted, and also having a carpet with the identical floor pattern. There's also a scary reference to another Stephen King classic, It, where the clown balloon can be seen floating around the basement areas of the hotel. The entire 8th floor is called Paranormal Productions, and is full of more movie references like The Ring, E.T. the Extraterrestrial, and ends with a Godzilla fight in a model of a city. These were fun little Easter eggs to discover during your playthrough, and I'm sure there's many more still to be found. One specific secret that sticks out for me from the Pikmin franchise is the hidden melody of Totaka's song that can be found in the second installment in the series. To hear this, you need to enter a cave or sub-level without a memory card inserted into the GameCube, and wait around 3 minutes and 50 seconds on the save screen. Then, just sit back and listen. The first of the Nintendo multiplayer franchises we're going to look at is Mario Kart, where the best secrets from those series of games are the insane shortcut skips that can shave vital seconds off your lap times. The most iconic and memorable shortcut is from the N64 version of the game in Wario Stadium, where you can use the dirt bumps to actually jump over the wall and skip pretty much half the level. If you're even more skillful, you can jump the wall once again and finish the course in mere seconds instead of the minutes it usually takes. Another franchise that's my all-time favorite is Nintendo's Ensemble Fighting Super Smash Bros. Series, where there aren't many great secrets that come to mind, but I do want to mention the original game as it contains a few that felt a lot larger at the time when I was a young kid. I especially was amazed with the game's secret characters, which of course is common knowledge among the fanbase nowadays, but back then, when the game first came out, not many people knew how to unlock them or that they even existed. Luigi specifically was difficult to unlock, as you don't do it in the one-player game mode, and need to instead complete the Break the Targets minigame with every starting character. Not many people I knew were good at doing this, and a lot of my friends were missing Mario's brother from their roster. The final franchise we're going to look at in this video is Mario Sports Adventures, where one of the most iconic secrets comes from the original Wii Sports entry that was shipped alongside the Wii during its release. In the bowling 100-pin minigame, there's a very cool secret where you can actually knock down every single pin if you throw the ball directly on the rails on either side of the lane. If you did it right, Then the ball will travel to a secret area, triggering a switch which will hilariously knock down every single pin at once. Alright, that's gonna be it for today's video, guys. I really hope you did enjoy this one. There were a few franchises I left out of this video, only because they don't have one major secret that sticks out, but smaller, less inconsequential ones that aren't really worth going over. If you're not subscribed to my channel, please do that, and also leave a like and hit that bell button. I do also have an Instagram at Copycat Gamer, so go give that a follow. There I upload some cool clips and items from my collection that you won't see anywhere else. Hope you guys all have a good day, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye!